another property that I would like you to review before we start with the content from the chapter 1.4 is the quotient property of roots. If you have a radicand that it's a fraction or a rational expression, which is a fraction that contains terms, different terms, you can always rewrite it as the square, in this case, the square root of the numerator divided by the square root of the denominator. In the case you guys don't remember the vocabulary, the top part of your fraction is called numerator, and the bottom part of your fraction is called the denominator. Just in case it's been a while and you guys don't remember those terms. And then I just use I simplify my radical. If I have the square root of 50 divided by 2, you can rewrite it as the square root of 50 divided by 2. Sorry, the square root of 50 divided by the square root of 2. I'm so sorry. And then you simplify. You have, from our previous video, we had that the square root of 50 was simplified as 5 square root of 2. And then over here, I'm multiplying 5 times square root of 2 divided by square root of 2. Whenever you have a number dividing by itself, it's always 1. In a way, you can reduce this, and your answer will be 5. Now, for the square root of 5 divided by 9, I can rewrite it as the square root of 5 divided by the square root of 9. The square root of 5 stays there. It's not a perfect square, but the square root of 9 is going to be 3, as per my list of perfect squares. That's my simplified form, the square root of 5 over 3. Now, before I move on, I would like you to be aware that there's different ways you can simplify a radical. For example, for the first example that I did, this one right here, the square root of 50 divided by 2. You can always divide first if you want to. You can have this 50 divided by 2 is 25. And the square root of 25, as per my list of perfect squares, is 5. You don't forcefully have to use the property every single time. If you find a different way, like this one, dividing first 50 by 2, and then taking the square root, feel free to do so.